Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This track is going to be fast, but there's the big question of tire wear. This track has the abrasive surface of a cheese grater, and it might turn this race into a pit strategy lottery here. This race could be a very, very interesting showdown this afternoon, as many drivers and teams really don't know what to expect with the high levels of tire wear we've seen across a run here. Somewhere upwards of 4 seconds of lap time fall off is expected around this track. So we are quite concerned with how that could factor in to the ARCSOA Elite Series Road Atlanta event. Gretchen Faust, as you can see, is on pole. Alongside, we have Nick Pericles there. This could be a very interesting race in that regard because we know this is going to be this could be a very chaotic race like the last two, but it also could turn into a much more tire strategy thought-out race. That being said, let's take a look at your starting grid here at Road Atlanta. And let me get on a starting grid theme here. Everybody kind of liked the one there from Road Atlanta, so we'll do that one again. Or actually, you know what? We're not doing that one. We'll do... this as our starting grid theme. A little loud, though. Alright. Starting last on the grid, we have Tyler Thaber, who did not do very well with tire abrasion. Neither did his teammate, Sean Angel. The Cyber Sport team not doing too well. The Roy Inc. cars are the next two cars on the grid. And in front of them, we have Alex Rowe and Ethan Kiterman. Very strong road course cars, but on a fast Atlanta Motor Speedway, not going to do well here, I don't believe. Hold on, there's a bunch of chats here. Oh, can you see it now? Ooh. Might need to fix that. That's better. Thank you. That's better. Up there we have Julius Costra alongside Caitlin Tannerhill. Again, more road course cars that we saw do well at Road Atlanta are starting further back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Daniel Bouchard, which is kind of a surprise. Cody Lamas. This track is a high-speed oval. However, with how abrasive it is, it might not be kind of as bad. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. Vince Freeze likewise. But we're also seeing that the really high-powered cars are struggling here with the abrasive surface, like the Marlones and the Silver Speeds. Craig Yonser and Bethany Woodard on the grid. I'm expecting the Lycoyas of Greg and Bethany Woodard to be strong here. There's DJ Curtis, Anthony Griffith, Joe Coleman, Carter Fitzgerald, Eric Monaco, William Brock, Lance Kelvin, Cameron Taylor, Philip Papura, Russ Pliskin, Dylan Speeds, Nick Pericles, and Gretchen Faust are all your starting grid. Faust is, of course, the fastest car. Being able to manage that high-powered car around the very difficult Atlanta Motor Speedway track in terms of tire wear. So, the field will start pulling off here as we see them starting to roll here. We don't want anybody getting stuck on the line. So here we go. Why is somebody trying to friend me? Alright, cool. Alright. I think that is enough of the music there. And we will close out of that. Remember, this track is incredibly abrasive. We're not sure how it's going to race. And, yeah. With how quickly tire fall-off's going to be... Oh, no! Is that Dylan Speeds again? 2 races in a row, he's having issues off the line. Yeah, he's got a brake issue, apparently. But we got a green flag, and that's going to be a restart. I've just decided that's a restart. We're not playing with that. That didn't happen. We're not doing this again.
Drivers, to your cars.
So yes, here we go. I know you guys want a decent race out of this, so we're not going to play that. Alright. We don't want cars flipping before they even get to the start-finish line, which is what we had there. Any predictions from the, please post them in the chat as we get going here. Gretchen Faust and Nick Pericles will lead the field down to the green here. And we are racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's see what the tires will do here. Good start through the field. Pericles gets a little bit of a better start than Faust. I'm not exactly sure which line's going to be the best. It looks like the inside right off the bat is, but here we go. Again, it's going to come down to who can manage tire strategy, I think, in this event as well. See, look how quick they're going through the corner. 187 through the 185 through the corner at the lowest there for Nick Pericles there. Faust will lead the first lap. We'll see what that is like in 10 laps. What the speeds are that the leaders will be able to contend with as the fastest first lap goes to the 32 of Costra. But again, that's just the first lap. So far, it's been a bit of a pack race, though. I'm kind of surprised at that. Oh, but Russ Pliskin now dives low, following the leaders. It looks like it's going to be a pretty one-groove race, I think, down the inside. However, as the tires wear out, that might not be the case. As they dive into the corner, and already we're starting to see that fall off there. Already. Pericles dives to the lead on Gretchen Faust. That's a good move there. Very good move there. Just kind of managing your tire wear, I think, right there. Already we're seeing big drop-offs in terms of tire fall-off. And again, this is going to be a pit strategy lottery, I think. Whoever plays the pit strategy game correctly, I think, has a good chance at this event, at winning this race. So already down into the 170s in the corner. Keep in mind, we started only a couple laps ago at 185 through the corners. A little further back, there is Ethan Kiterman kind of hanging out in the back, along with a couple other cars that aren't really expecting to play the fast car route, but might end up playing the pit strategy card correctly. If we're hoping for some long green flag runs here around this track, or at least tire wear to really become a factor in this race. But as we can see right now, we are already dropping off 0.3 of a second a lap. So, from the start of the race, and we're only on lap 5. So you can just see the fall-off that we're getting here. But it's overall been pretty competitive pack racing, though, through the field. But it is starting to spread out as cars are trying to deal with the tire fall-off the way they are. Remember, Atlanta's surface is kind of like a cheese grater. It just slices tires to shreds going around corners and everything. And we don't really want that, right? So, or, well, we kind of do want that because it's going to provide, interesting instances here, I believe. Meanwhile, Faust now is closing back in a little bit here on Pericles there. Gained about 0.11 of a second there. And again, just you've got to be real careful with how you're going to handle this track and getting your lines right in order to try and minimize tire wear. A little further back, we've got some cars further back just kind of racing their normal rate. Carter Fitzgerald's had a good run up, I think, through the field a bit here. As the field comes off the corner here at Atlanta. Very interesting camera shots there. I kind of like that one on the exit of turn, exit of turn 4, or not the one on the infield, but the one on the outside of turn 4. There's a really good shot there, and I kind of want to do a whole field flyby shot there, but really single file racing through the field here, except in this pack up here where they're going 3 wide. But it seems like the track is kind of one groove, except, well, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's making the outside work. And now, Pericles is starting to gain a little bit there. But again, we're already seeing almost a full second drop-off in time. That's pretty, surprising, to say the least. Just to say the least. That's a kind of surprising, fall-off there. Meanwhile, up front, we have Nick Pericles over Gretchen Faust. Brock is trying to get going in the back, the Daytona winner. The only car currently locked in the playoffs, unless if Joe Blow starts 6 races this year, so there would have to be a move by that team to get him to start a couple races here. But there is some turbulence in this pack, as now they're over a full second off the pace now. So again, this is kind of what we're looking at. We're looking at, we're looking at, just kind of the way that the field is backing out now, but hold on one sec here. There we go, that's better. No, maybe not. Alright, anyway, Brock makes the outside work there and gets second place back. And, yeah, Nick Pericles has a big lead right now, handling that tire fall off quite well. But Joe Blow needs to, start 6 races in order to be a playoff driver. And I don't think he's going to get that because he's only slated for 3. Unless if the Ghost Racing team wants to make a change. Oh, we got a car around in the back! Oh, we got cars everywhere in the back! Big accident back here on lap 14. I saw somebody flying in the infield down there. Who was that? That was Gretchen Faust. And there was no mechanical problem there either. That was a scary incident there. I think this is bad. Faust gets up into the fence, comes down the track into the 42, into the outside wall. Luckily, this is a passenger side hit there. All of them were. And Faust gets fired down to the infield here and goes for a very spectacular ride there. Takumi Hirano then also involved, so both the Marlones in this. Was the Marlone the second car that slid in there? Is a good question. Yeah, second car that got in there. Oh, and then Davidson hits in as well. Luckily, those hits weren't... Oh, another car involved. Both the Mid-Atlantics in this as well. Caitlin Tannerhill, Allison Holiday in it as well. We can go on board Holiday here. I'm guessing they might want to take a look at this, but I think it's more of a racing deal than anything. Because it was really the, yeah, it was really just the, 33 car going around there. Or it was really the 46 getting into the fence that caused that. But there was a lot of people there that... We're going to have to take a look at the helicopter cam, I think, there. But if I were to take a guess, they might go... racing deal on this. Even though it was a big accident. But really, what's the 46 going to do here? I mean... 46 gets into the fence, comes down into the 42... And then really, it looked like they were safe until a couple cars, until the 46 took an inopportune slide down the track. And, well, what's that going to do for you there? What this does do is prevent a lot of tire strategy, I think, from happening right off the bat, because everybody's brought it down pit road that time. Everybody's still running, that is. But here we go, back on the track now. Nick Pericles continues to lead. Let's take a look at some of the, is there anybody one lap down that wasn't involved in that? No, there isn't. Let's take a look at some of your comments now. All right. Any chance for Silver Speed? Yeah, if anybody's good at handling this guy. Yeah, this is going to be a tire race, really. Yeah, that was a big accident, too. I don't think there's going to be any injury call on that. I will say that Gretchen Faust has gone to the hospital. Oh, wave around car 7. Sorry, 7 did get a wave around, I believe. Because I did see the 7 out there. So the 7 is one lap down. So we are going to give the 7 a wave around, even though he was involved in the accident, but he wasn't directly the cause of it. It was caused by a racing deal, so he can get his wave around there. But yeah, that's up for Gretchen Faust's owner to decide if there's an injury on that as well. I mean, that's up to Trek Tauger there. But, anyway, yeah. I'll be back in just 1 second before we go green. And welcome back, and it looks like we got Cameron Taylor blowing up in the back as well, so another car going to be falling out here. That's engine damage and probably terminal engine damage for Taylor there, as Taylor brings it down is going to bring it down pit road as they go back green. There's the 84 car. I still got to get those pace cars in my game folder, but any comments before we go back to green? I'm interested actually to see if Marlone's going to bring any other cars there, Jared. I'm with you on that. Will the Ghost Racing team bring any more cars? Will all these other teams bring more cars? I'm hearing that there are going to be more cars on the grid for the American 700, but we don't have official entries. Green flag is back out again here. What will Pericles do to hold off the cars behind is another question. Oh, here comes the 22 down low immediately on the 96. Everybody's got new tires here, but you're going to see how much quicker they're going to go here with fresh tires, because this track just is such an abrasive little monster. You'll see the track goes from an inside low-line track to an outside track. It's all kind of over the place. Up the outside here. Oh, here comes Coleman down low, but not going to make the move on Brock there. And again, we're going to see if anybody can catch Pericles at this stage. I mean, this has been the Nick Pericles show basically from the start of the race. And it's been a pretty good one at that. But a little further back, we've got Fitzgerald trying to make some moves up the field here as well. But again, it's all about managing your tires at this rate. It's all about that. Right now, if we get a long green flag run, which we are kind of expecting to see some long green flag runs here, I mean, it's all going to come down to pit strategy, really. And it's probably whoever blinks first on the pit road. really, but then you don't want to pit too early because that'll mess up your fuel strategy later and your tires later. So it's all going to be a track position game here as there goes Pericles off into the lead with Brock in second. Joe Coleman's just kind of holding everybody up in third. Ghost Racing, I don't think anybody wants to see them score any points for a while, and both of them are in the top 10, keep in mind. So they could be extending their Constructors' point lead. Also, they've gained a token, a ratings token, from last week, winning the winning the Road Atlanta race. And from what I've heard, there might be another token on the line here. So, winning this race could get your team a token, which allows a ratings boost for a one-race period in one section. So, yeah, that could be something very interesting as we get going here. As the 01 car and the 48 car are also side-by-side in the back. Craig Yonser also battling alongside Julius Coster there. Further back now. Or up front, again, look at the lead that good old Nick Pericles has at this stage. Oh, officials did rule a racing deal on the incident involving Faust there. That was dealt a racing deal. It's nice so far to have even though we had that one accident, a somewhat clean race so far. They're not overdoing it here as Papura's got a heck of a car there on the outside. Looking down low, here comes Philip Papura. Now trying to get as many positions as possible here. Papura looks like is a car that's handling the tire wear pretty effectively right now. But again, and this is a track that's actually in the running for the American 700 next year, we've been told. Can you imagine American 700 with this much tire fall off? It'd be something to watch. Meanwhile, up front, there's Nick Pericles already opening a humongous lead. That car is built for this type of race, basically. And now, but DJ Curtis isn't doing very well, and neither is Carter Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's really had the bottom fall out of that car. I'm wondering if this is a tire strategy play, though. Just a thought. Could this be a tire strategy play by the 60 team, where they want Carter Fitzgerald to be really cautious on tires?